Hello everyone, welcome back to what will in all probability be the last video of the 1991 VGA remake of Space Quest 1, and indeed my last Space Quest 1 video overall. So, so we're back here where we left off last time. We had just gotten the ID card from the floor here, so we just have the cartridge from the Arcada, the data cartridge, and the ID card, and that's it. Actually, we're not quite where we left off. Last time we took a little bit of a stroll around the Deltar here and kind of saw what's going on here. But there's not much happening on this lower level. We need to go up, and we can do that using this elevator here. One thing I forgot last time, I'm actually kind of surprised that I forgot this because I actually especially wanted to make a special point of it. This thing up here, it's a perfectly useless looking piece of decoration, and in fact it is useless, but it has a hidden sort of, I guess you'd call it an Easter egg associated with it. If you try to touch it, it doesn't do anything. If you try to talk to it, it doesn't do anything. If you try to smell it, nothing happens. But if you try to taste it, watch this. If you try to taste it, that happens. Now, who is that, you might ask? Well, you can't do anything with them. None of the cursors actually do anything with them. I don't know for sure who it is because the game provides no information on who that's supposed to be or what it is, or you know, who or what or why, or who, what, where, when, how, and sometimes where, and I don't know. The general consensus seems to be that it's supposed to be a latex babe, which makes it another reference to Space Quest 4. Now, if you've played Space Quest 4, you might remember there was a sub-game in that game called the Latex Babes of Estros, and they were women who wore bathing suits, seemed to have a sort of an aquatic lifestyle. They lived in, I guess, that big underwater base, and so they had these submarines that they used to get in and out of the base, and of course they carried those harpoon guns because they would have to defend themselves against sea life or whatever. I don't know why she shows up when you click the tongue on this thing. Like, of all things, clicking the tongue on this thing here, and you can make her show up infinitely many times. You can keep getting these messages. If she's already on the screen, she won't show up while you're clicking on this, but once she's gone, you can make her appear again by doing that. So yeah. It kind of freaked me out a little bit. I remember actually triggering her when I was young. Like when I was a kid, when I was playing this game and I just clicked everything on everything, I actually remember, I did actually discover this. I didn't find this out on the internet. I actually did legitimately just trigger this by myself because I was clicking all the cursors on everything. And it did freak me out a little bit because it's just so weird. Like she just kind of shows up in a place where obviously there's no walkway there. Like that's probably outside the ship. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. And to me, it just kind of it did freak me out a little bit when I was a kid because I was wondering, who is that? Why are they there? Why are they walking in this space where where there's nothing there? So, like I said, the general consensus of gamers is that it's just a reference to Space Quest 4. It doesn't have any further meaning than that. But also in the original game, in the original VGA remake from Sierra, this woman's color palette was a little bit messed up. They fixed it so that she looks a little bit more natural. They made her have more natural colors in this fan patch that I'm playing. Okay, enough of that. Let's go upstairs. I'm actually not sure if I can call it upstairs because there are no stairs. It's there's only an elevator. There's no staircase here. But anyway, what is this? From the looks of them, these globes contain high-power Wally coils, each one capable of discharging jillions of volts of deadly electricity. Oh boy, that sounds like fun. Can we touch it? Don't leave your fingerprints all over the ship, do you? Well... Whoa! Gee, that must have been a pretty powerful energy beam, seeing as how it reduced you to a pile of carbonized matter. Okay. It looked pretty powerful. I was just trying to smell it. I didn't really intend to walk into the beam, but Roger was a little bit... just a little bit incautious there. What happens if I try smelling it when it's not emitting that beam? Like now. This close to the globes, all your nose hairs are standing on end. And if we try to taste it, I don't think you want to do that. That's probably true. Alright. Your engineer expertise informs you this is a carelessly discarded Williamson coil. Really? Of course, it could also be a humongous escargot. Yeah, it does look kind of like a snail shell. You're not eager to touch it. Garlic, chives, butter. Oh, come on. All right. What is this here? Looks like a great place to curl up and take a nap. Too bad you're in such a hurry. Ah, come on. We're Roger Wilco. We always have time for a nap. Soft. Ooh. There's nobody in there. All right. An offensive smell. Oh, that's about the whole fuzzy, provocative, and well-seasoned. Can we walk in there? I guess we can't. All right. We'll go left in a second, but let's just see what's to the right of here. Oh, hey, what's this? Cowabunga, Wilco, this is IT. It's information technology. It's the unimaginably powerful star generator which must not at any cost be allowed to remain in the hands of the evil Sarians. But you knew that, right? Alright, let's grab it. Well, I can't take it? Or I can't do anything with it. Alright. Who's this guy? This is the biggest, toughest, not to mention ugliest Sarian guard you've ever seen. At present, he is diligently guarding the star generator from intruders such as yourself. He's wearing some sort of gadget on his belt, but from here you can't tell what its purpose might be. If you touch him, he might touch you back. That's a good point. We don't want that happening. This is a guy of few words, none of them for you. It's interesting. When you try to click smell on him, Roger starts walking. That's interesting. That's a bug they didn't fix in this patch. See, Roger starts walking, but his head kind of remains in its previous position as well, so that's interesting. Alright, and these things here. The left-hand force field emitter, much like the right radius, an unknown form of energy that keeps you from approaching the star generator. Beams an inexplicable power into the vicinity of the star generator that makes it impossible to get near. What, so we can't get near it? It appears the shield is preventing you from getting to the star generator's control panel, and boy is it hot. You'd better not try to get close to the star generator again. Oh, I think we know what that means. Come on. Alright. I was kind of expecting that. Ouch! That stings just a tad. You also need to disarm that baby before trying that again. I don't think it can sting very much if you've been turned into ashes. I don't think ashes have a nervous system, and so they're not really capable of experiencing pain or any other sensations. Alright. Alright, we're just playing around here. I'm just trying to see everything on the last few moments of playing this game. But let's get on with our mission here. Let's go ahead and a mega frequency wideband spectrophonic analyzer module, or one of those really old table model radios. Someone doesn't seem wise to fiddle with it. It seems to be saying, and now, live from the Sabodno Ballroom in beautiful downtown Knoxville, KSAR presents Boggo Snard and his orchestra on the Sarian Swing Hour. Of course, it could be some kind of code. A panel of flashing lights. Hey, it's like Simon. You discover the lights are not flavored as you expected. Alright, what is this thing here? Useless-looking piece of decoration. This is an ODA generator, model EC54 Delta backup unit number 1. You're afraid to mess with it. That's true, I am. Continually astonished by the Sarian decorative scheme. Alright, let's go ahead and go up here, and let's see, what is this thing? A neat gizmo. It looks fragile, better leave it alone. A subtle ozone odor clings to the egg-shaped doodad. Tongue zaps are no fun. Alright, fair enough. Another thingy here. Another egg-shaped globe which pulses with blue-white light. It appears to be some exotic form of bottled energy, maybe a 60,000 watt light bulb. You know, I don't want the idea of touching this thing. Tickles your nose hairs. You really don't want to lick this. Interesting. Smells sort of blue. What does blue smell like, sir? Actually not aware. Room at the ready, the cleaning droid waits for something useful to do. You give the cleaning droid a shove, it appears to be in standby mode and doesn't budge. The droid does not speak to you. It's possible you've been snubbed. Ladies and petroleum distillates and Sarian refuse titillate your nostrils. You can't be serious. What's this thing behind the robot there? Yeah, it's the droid, but there's a utilitarian-looking door. Probably leads to the trash disposal facility. Oh, we as a janitor need to check out that trash disposal facility. Let's take a look. Whoops! Yikes! I guess that was a bad idea, eh? I guess we'll be staying out of the garbage disposal in the future. Alright. Gosh, that was... Sorry, folks. That's a lot of blood suddenly. That just kind of was not expecting that. Alright. Alright, now I think we've seen everything in this hallway area out here. Let's move on. Wait, what is this thing here? Looks sort of like a speaker, doesn't it? But it isn't. Alright, you told me what it isn't, but what is it? Alright. None of these things are important. They're just window dressing, but I just like looking at them and fiddling around with these things because... oh, hey, we're back here. Now we're on a catwalk. Yeah, it's the walkway above the start generator. Alright. Oh, welcome to the weapons dispensary, I guess. I've got an IQ of 5,000, but they feel I'm only good enough to fetch weapons like some whimpering puppy dog. You'll have to show me your ID card so I can scurry off and fetch your weapon. Why they don't just wire me into the ship's system so I'd know who you are without an ID card is beyond even my supreme intellect. Why are the robots in this game so whiny? This guy and that droid outside of Droids BS who waits, like, you know, who waits outside the delivery gate there. Like, why are the robots in this game all so whiny? Alright, so we are here in the armory, I guess. I guess this is, yeah, pipes and ducts, but I was, rows of weapons on the wall tell that you are in the Deltar's weapons dispensary. There's a service droid behind the weapons counter. A robot serves behind the counter. Its appearance is that of a plain and unintelligent droid, but then looks can be deceiving, as in your case. You carbon-based life forms are so annoying. My counterpart at Eulon's Flats and Corona told me about this one pesky humanoid in a grungy blue spacesuit who just kept pestering. Oh, why does committing genocide seem like such a good idea right now? Okay, so these guys are counterparts, actually. Go away, I'm not talking to you. Well, are we going to do something, or are you practicing how to walk? I'm still not talking to you. Alright. Let's see, so yeah, I've got... This is a storeroom where a great deal of the Deltar's weapons are kept. Various other weapons are firmly secured to the exterior of the small structure. On the counter in front of the storeroom are 2 loose gas grenades. Oh, here we go. Here are the gas grenades. Can we take them? Can't get that from here. Oh, let's open up the counter and... Oh dear, how inconvenient. Another life form is in a restricted area. How your race manages not to vaporize itself into extinction is beyond me. I just have to be polite about this. Pardon me for terminating you. Whoa. That's like a Looney Tunes kind of thing there. Just suddenly just got all slapstick for a moment there. Just get an anvil falling out of the ceiling and falling on us. Like this seems a little bit just seems a little bit too wacky for Space Quest. You know, the Space Quest sense of humor is usually very dark, and this is just like more like a Marx Brothers kind of era sort of thing. All right, so we can't. Yeah, shut up, pal. I'm talking. All right, so I guess we need to give him our ID card because he's going to get our weapon for us, right? Oh, how clever. You have an ID card. And my, what a lovely photo of a pre-proto-organic biped you have, too. I guess I'll use my vast resources to fetch your silly weapon for you. Please wait here if you can handle such a simple command. All right. Well, while he's gone, I guess that means we can... take a gas grenade. Indeed we did. We have a small, innocuous-looking grenade. All right, let's get out of here and fix the counter before the guy comes back, before the robot comes back. That it? Okay, we got a gun. It's a pulse ray laser pistol. Remember, this isn't a play toy. All right. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and save the game. Got gun and grenade. I mean, technically, I guess it's not a gun. It's like a blaster or a... well, it's a pistol. I guess it's close enough. All right. All right. Can we shoot this guy with the pistol? Allow me to state the obvious. This is an entirely bulletproof environment designed to protect us from the acts of imbeciles who fire off rapid-action implements in enclosed space. Nevertheless, don't do that again. Oh, don't do that again? I don't think I heard you. Oh my, we are even below organic intellectual levels, aren't we? Don't tell me, let me guess, your race evolved from belly button lint. Well, let's get this over with and do evolution a favor. Oh, that anvil again. Alright, And what about this grenade? Can we throw the grenade at this guy? No? All right, let's just use the grenade for fun. Although you've always had an appreciation for the gases of the universe, this one proved a bit overwhelming. It really was a great idea, though. However, you should have chosen a victim not so close to yourself. Better choice next time. All right. That gas is not really... I mean, judging by that death picture, it's not just like a knockout gas. It's like some kind of gas that dissolves all organic flesh or something like that. All right, well... Even if you haven't played the original Space Quest 1, even if you've never seen this game before, it's probably not hard to guess what to do with that grenade at this point. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? Yeah, that's what you do with it. Alright, so, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and, get down there. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. My, aren't you the clumsy one? Because of your inability to walk without falling on your face, your helmet has been collected by the trash droid. Now you've blown your cover. The Saurians are sure to shoot first and ask questions later. Alright. One thing that they also changed for the VGA version, now I'm not talking about the fan patch, I'm talking about the Sierra's actual VGA remake of the game. One thing they definitely tweaked for this is the interaction with shooting the Saurians. In the original Space Quest 1, the Saurians were one-hit kills. If you were ever in a... Once you lost your helmet, if you were ever in a space where they were going to shoot at you, you had to be fast because they would... shoot at you like almost instantly and kill you almost instantly. You had to shoot very fast. But look at this guy. Now, you do need to shoot them. You can't just walk around and, I mean, they won't keep missing you, but they will usually miss at least the first couple of shots. So that gives you plenty of time to get out your gun and click on them and shoot them. So you don't need to worry about this guy. Is the same thing. So he's literally like right in front of me and he's missing a point-blank shot. So yeah, they made it so that you don't die instantly because it was pretty annoying in the original how you really just, you died very quickly. You really needed to be almost, to fire almost instantaneously when the screen loaded. So, alright, let's take a look at this guy's corpse. You notice a remote control device on the guard's belt. You remove the device from the guard's belt. It looks like you've found the remote control that turns off the force field around the star generator. Hey, that's nice. Oh, hey, what's that? Desnithik. Actually, I can read Cyrillic lettering. I can tell you this is actually trying to say Sputnik, which of course was, you know, that Soviet satellite. It's actually a passable... It's almost a passable rendition of Sputnik. Or it's, I guess, their best effort to render the Cyrillic form of Sputnik using Latin letters. It's recognizable, at least. Yeah, it does Sputnik. Can't do anything with it. It's just Sputnik. All right, can we shoot the star generator? Oh, he doesn't even try. It doesn't even do anything when I click on it. That's interesting. Okay. All right, let's use this remote control on this and. You press the stud on the remote and the force field around the star generator begins to deplete. Alright, there we go. I guess it's time to interact with the star generator. But before we do that, let's just go ahead and just take a step back here and let's just check out a couple of things. So turned off force field. Just before we interact with that, though, let me go ahead and come back here and show you a couple of different things. So what happens, for example, if you miss with the gas grenade? The Saurian warrior is guarding the stolen star generator so intensely he didn't notice the gas grenade exploding. Actually, his Walkman is cranked up too high. Now, you get a second chance. So if you miss with the gas grenade like that, I mean, you'd probably just restore your game because hopefully you saved your game. But if you want to try again, you can. You can show this guy your card again. Now, in the original Space Quest 1, you'd want to do this for max points anyway. Even if you didn't miss, you wanted to take the second gas grenade because you get more points for it. In this version, you don't. You do not get more points for taking the second gas grenade, and so there's really no reason to do it. There's no reason to take the second gas grenade unless you miss the first time. As my supreme intellect suspected another obvious organic life form error, let me say this very slowly. There are no more weapons for you. I think if you were that smart, pal, you probably might have noticed that those gas grenades are missing from the counter there. And I think he gets... Oh dear, you again. Actually, looking at your past track record, I'm surprised you didn't take off your boot and start showing me that. I better do evolution a favor and prevent you from reproducing. Bye. Oh, I think he said something different the second time. Hold on, let me go back and check. I think he said something different the second time I showed him the... Oh, I restored the wrong game. I wanted to restore this. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and miss with the grenade again. And... what does this guy say if we show him the card a second time? Are you sure you don't already have your weapon? Organics like you have such a tricky memory. Are you sure you didn't do something silly like accidentally eating it or something? Oh, never mind. Don't overtax yourself. I'll just go check. Alright, so you can show him your card twice. If you try a third time, he kills you because he considers you too stupid to live, I guess. Alright, so I just want to show what happens if you miss twice with the gas grenades. So he comes and says, yeah, there are no more weapons for you. Okay, thanks. Alright, so now let's go ahead and miss with the grenade again. Oh no, your rotten name has attracted the attention of one of the patrol guards. You're in for it now. Boy, you're no Marshall Dillon, that's for sure. And you were so close, you'll need to react a little faster than that. Well, throw a little Bondo into that hole and get back in there. Actually, I didn't even have time to react because I didn't have the option of shooting this guy. So it's just like, if you miss with the 2 gas grenades, that's it. It's a pre-rendered cutscene, so to speak. All right, and just one last thing. So if we don't gas this guy, like if we don't drop the gas grenade on him and go down there without the helmet while he's still alive, ow. Alright, so let's get down here. And let's go ahead and shoot this guy. See, they're pretty slow. Like, it took him a while to realize that I was even here. It took him a while to shoot, and then once they do start shooting, they miss the first couple of shots anyway, so... Oh no, Roger! The guard has seen you and you're not wearing the helmet. You're in for it now, Wilco. Yep, that pulse ray is useless against him. Oh, this is the same death message as before. Alright. And actually, just while we're at it, let's see what happens if we just sit around and let the guards shoot at us. So, like, don't shoot back, but just give them enough time to actually hit us. Oh, that guy actually walked off the screen without seeing me. Oh, hey, that guy was doing the moonwalk for a second there. That's like... Okay, so on the 5th shot he got me, so you see you have plenty of time to hit them. Blammo, those pulse rays still sure are effective little weapons. Even after it kills you, your meat continues to cook... Oh, I think we had this death message before, didn't we? We did. All right. Okay, so we are done. Let's go ahead and... no, I don't leave my fingerprints on the ship. I want to leave my fingerprints on the star generator. All right, enter the code. What was the code? Hold on. I saved it in a game. Where was it? Here we go. Code 5276. All right. 5. Self-destruct engaged. Have a nice day. Okay, we have 5 minutes till detonation. Fortunately, we don't need to do anything except get the heck out of here. Let's go down here. And this guy is still guarding the captain's personal escape pod, but that's okay. We have a way to deal with him now. And we can come down here. And that's it. I'll just save here for a second. End of game. That's it. We have nothing left to do except get into this escape pod here. This must be the captain's personal escape pod. Yes, it is. And what is this? It's definitely some sort of thing. If you knew what it was, you might have a clue what to do with it, but since you don't, you don't. Nope, not voice activated. You're really way too busy for this, Roger. No time for funny messages. Get off the ship. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I tried to walk into that... in the original Space Quest 1, you could actually kill yourself by walking into that track or whatever, like the space in front of the escape pod, but here it actually, he automatically gets into the escape pod if you try to walk in there. All right, I heard the dee-doo-ding, the point sound. You get points for getting into the escape pod, so let's just check our score. Yes, and as I was hoping, we got the maximum score. This was actually one of very few Sierra games where I actually got the maximum score myself without using the hint book for the game. Because, you know, it's fairly easy. Like, there are no really difficult puzzles in this game. Again, I had a lot of trouble with the original Space Quest 1 because the parser wasn't very good. It didn't give a lot of clues as to some of the things you had to do. But this game, point and click, made it so easy. All the puzzles in this remake are really easy. So it's not a difficult game. It's not a difficult adventure game by any means, but it is a good one. All right, let's go ahead and watch the ending. Kaboom! And there's Xenon, which looks very much like planet Earth. And oh yeah, you can actually escape in that escape pod without destroying the star generator, and if you do that, then at this point you see Xenon blow up. It gets destroyed by the star generator. Roger Wilco, we, the people of Xenon, extend our limitless appreciation and eternal gratitude for your acts of heroism. Also, this is, of course, meant to be, it's kind of based on King Graham, or Sir Graham, or whatever. Because of your bravery, the planet Xenon, and indeed the entire galaxy, has been saved from domination by the evil, not to mention ugly, Sarians. It is my honor to present you with the coveted Golden Mop, with capital letters, a symbol of pride and accomplishment to members of your esteemed profession. Henceforth and for all time, you'll be known as the hero of Xenon. Like there's that alien babe in a bikini who hands him the broom, or not the broom, the mop. Well, Roger, you did it. You saved the galaxy, received your profession's most noble tribute, and got the girl. Wait a minute, there wasn't any girl. Sorry. Well, you got the mop anyway. From now on, Xenon's your oyster. All you have to do now is sit back and let the book and something else I didn't finish reading. And now, as the sun sets on the peaceful blue planet Xenon and Roger Wilco's first adventure, yes, I'm afraid there are more, you hope you'll remain something. And the credits roll. That's it. This has been the 1991 VGA remake of Space Quest 1. This is a cool remix of the Droids BS theme. I actually really like this. Wow, it's cool. I don't mean to make fun of people's names, but that last person there, if you reversed his name and put, you know, last name, comma, first name. Bye, Chad. Oh, this is awesome. this is interesting. I think that this fan patch actually tweaks this music a little bit, because I think the music, I seem to recall the music sounded a little bit different in the original game. So I think there were some things that they tweaked about to make it sound a little bit more remixy. I think that's it. Yeah, the music just loops now. So that was the loop of the music on the credits, and now the music just goes back to the beginning. That's it. Thanks for playing Space Quest 1. As usually, you've been most entertaining. That's it. I'll go ahead and quit. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the VGA remake of Space Quest 1. Roger Wilco in the Sarian Encounter. So, I stand by my opinion. The original Space Quest 1, the AGI version with 16-color graphics and so on, it's a good game. Don't get me wrong, I like the game. But I just kept running into moments where I thought, you know what, this could have been better. It just felt kind of half-baked. It felt kind of like, you know, I'm just missing a little bit. It's just missing that something extra. Like, there were moments when the parser, like, you folks know me. Those who know me know that I'm very pro-parser. I've been described as very, very pro-parser, and I would agree with that description. I like having parsers in adventure games, but I don't like bad parsers. I hate it when, you know, these classical problems exist where the parser doesn't recognize words that it should recognize or commands that it should recognize. And the original game had some of those problems. And then just, you know, the graphics were a little lackluster. There was hardly any music, hardly any sound effects. It just... You know, you don't expect too much from AGI. I understand that AGI is more limited in what it can do, but it just felt like it was, you know, not quite finished. It just felt like there was a little polish, a little, you know, some finishing touches that just were missing from the original game. And I expressed the opinion that I felt like they kind of did the game a little bit half-assed. Somebody refuted that, saying no, they were actually trying to, you know, establish Space Quest. I mean, it was the first Space Quest game, so of course they were trying to establish it as a series. They were trying to impress people, including Ken Williams. So if that was the case, then I'm sorry. Like, I just, you know, I don't mean to be rude, but I just was underwhelmed by it. Going back to it now, it just feels a little bit underwhelming to me, and that's saying a lot, I think, because I'm usually not one to be underwhelmed by old games. I usually don't like Sierra's remakes, that the VGA remakes that they did. Like the remake of Police Quest 1 is not very good. I prefer the original Police Quest 1 to the remake. Even though the remake has some stuff going for it, but it's just it kind of lacks a little bit of the fun that the original Police Quest 1 had. I really dislike the point-and-click remake of the first Heroes Quest game. Well, Quest for Glory game, let's say. You know, Quest for Glory, Heroes Quest, same thing. I really dislike the VGA point-and-click remake they did for that. I much prefer the original Quest for Glory or Heroes Quest. But this game is an exception. Even though I usually don't like point and click, I usually find that it takes away from games. I feel that they just added so much to this. There was so much that went into this that was missing from the original, you know, 16-color Space Quest 1. I just feel like this is vastly better. It is just bursting with great graphics, great music and sound effects, great presentation, funny text. They amped up everything about it. Like, there is a lot more textual description here. There's a lot more to see and do in this. I just feel like it's a so much better adventure in every possible way. I know some people disagree with me. Again, I think Scott Murphy disagrees with me. Scott Murphy apparently hates this game. He hates this remake, and I have no idea why. Obviously, at the end, it's a matter of opinion. I mean, it's people's opinion, and if you disagree with me, you can disagree with me. You know, I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm not saying I'm objectively right. It's just my subjective opinion. So that's that. So yeah, love this game. A lot of good memories, a lot of nostalgia associated with this game. I have very much enjoyed coming back to this now. I just feel like it's a great game. They did so well with it. So thank you. More than 30 years later, thank you to the two guys from Andromeda for designing this game. Thank you to everyone else at Sierra who made this game. Thank you to the fans who made this patch, which, you know, fixed a couple of bugs that existed in this game. And of course, thank you to the viewers. Thank you to the viewers for watching and coming along with me on this adventure once again. For me, it's been a great ride. For me, it's been great. I haven't played this game in a long time, so coming back to it now and seeing it again, I have nothing but good memories and good things to say about this game. So I hope that it's been enjoyable for you folks as well. I appreciate you coming along with me. And yeah, and a couple of people have asked me, will you be doing the next games? Yeah, I do plan. I mean, I won't be doing them right away. I'll be taking a little break, but at some point in the hopefully not too distant future, yeah, I do plan to do Space Quest 2. And yeah, and then, we'll see after that. So yeah, I guess that's it. I have nothing more to say, so I will shut up now and stop the video. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Take care, and I'll talk to you all later. See you in the Chrono Stream.